Hey, in this video, we are going to talk about the top 10 highest-grossing sci-fi movie franchises of all time. So before starting this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. Let's get started. Number 10. The Matrix, $1.6 billion. The role that made Keanu Reeves the household name he is today. The Matrix adopted the peculiar concept of humanity living inside a simulation and turned it into a blockbuster action franchise. With a premise as unique as it comes, the films introduced many themes and elements that are considered iconic now, such as the whole red pill blue pill motive and the CGI-heavy action scenes, specifically the slow-mo sequences. Number 9. The Terminator, $2 billion. The genre-defining quintessential action flick, and one of the very few films with a 100% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, The Terminator put both its director James Cameron and lead star Arnold Schwarzenegger on the proverbial map. If the feedback from the general audience and critics says something, it's that the recent films leave something to be desired. Box office revenue for the series peaked with the second film, arguably one of the greatest sequels ever, earning over $500 million, which is nothing short of incredible for a film from 1991. Number 8. Planet of the Apes, $2.1 billion. Based on the novel La Planète des Singes by French author Pierre Boulle, the first Planet of the Apes film was released in 1968 and was a critical and commercial success that launched an entire series of films and other related media. 4 sequels followed, and although they weren't nearly as successful as the original, they kept the series running. Number 7. Star Trek, $2.3 billion. Although the two vary greatly in nature, Star Trek and Star Wars together represent the entire genre of space-based sci-fi. The first films of the respective franchise came out around the same time, and although Star Wars has now gone far ahead in terms of nearly everything, Star Trek is still very much a cornerstone of pop culture. Number 6. Avatar, $2.8 billion. An industry landmark in terms of visual effects, James Cameron's Avatar took audiences on a CGI-fueled ride through the planet of Pandora and its blue residents and became the first film to gross more than $2 billion. Number 5. The Hunger Games, $2.9 billion. Young adult literature has never been more popular, and one of the biggest drives behind its popularity in recent years was the success of the Hunger Games books by author Suzanne Collins. Set in a dystopian future, it told the story of the corrupt country of Panem and its young residents who are forced to participate in a battle royale-style death game. Number 4. Transformers, $4.8 billion. Critical response to the Transformers films has been on a downward spiral since its very beginning, from 58% for 2009's Transformers to 15% for The Last Night on Rotten Tomatoes. This decline is reflected in the audience ratings too, although the spin-off film Bumblebee was met with significantly better acclaim. Number 3. Jurassic Park/World, $5 billion. Almost everyone holds a certain amount of fascination with these long-extinct prehistoric creatures called dinosaurs. So when Steven Spielberg brought them to life on the silver screen, it didn't take long for them to become a worldwide cultural phenomenon. Grossing over $900 million at the time of its release in 1993, Jurassic Park became the highest-grossing film of all time. Number 2. Star Wars, $10.3 billion. Star Wars was first released in 1977 and took the world by storm, proving itself to be one of the most epic and expansive narratives told in recent years. Excluding but one, all last 4 of the installments in the franchise have grossed over $1 billion, and even $2 billion in the case of The Force Awakens. Number 1. Marvel Cinematic Universe, $22.6 billion. Similar to Star Wars, the MCU cannot be confined singularly under the banner of sci-fi. On one hand, there is Tony Stark with his futuristic inventions like nanotech. On the other hand, there is a literal god of thunder and a sorcerer supreme. Not everyone might be a fan, but the MCU is without a doubt a prime example of what properly planned and structured storytelling looks like. And its phenomenal box office records are proof of that. Across 23 films, it has earned upwards of $22 billion, and as the statistics show, it is light years ahead of any other franchise. That brings us to the end of this video. What do you think about this video? Do let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel for our future updates. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.